Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been 2 weeks since my last video, so I just want to address my absence first before I talk about House of the Dragon. I'm going to talk about spoilers maybe later on in the video, but in the beginning when I first tell you guys my thoughts, it'll be spoiler free. Concerning my absence though, it's nothing crazy. I was going on like a lot of like vacations and the summer. I do want to be as consistent as I can on this platform and on TikTok, but I'm also not like a big YouTuber. This isn't like my full-time job, so it's like when I have a choice to either spend time with family or, you know, put out an Only Murders in the Building video, it's like I'm going to choose family over that. And I hope you guys can understand that. And I also just haven't had like the passionate drive. This YouTube thing is weird. I'm sure a lot of creators get like this sometimes, like sort of like a writer's block feel where like you lose that motivation, you lose that passion for something that you actually really love. And I was getting so mad at myself because like even the views aside and, you know, the little money that I make aside on this, I really do enjoy doing this. I love it. I love how it's part of my routine. I love talking to you guys. I love just being connected in some sort of way with others, talking about something that we're all passionate about. So the fact that I was depriving myself of that, my mind was elsewhere doing other things. It was felt like something was empty inside me. I'm being honest. So I do on my little vacation. I come back, watch House of the Dragons. This was like my number 2 most anticipated show behind Lord of the Rings for this year. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. And this episode, man, it like rekindled a passion inside me, not just for Game of Thrones, which it did, but just for film and TV in general. Even I used to love watching movies. I haven't watched a movie like in like 2 or 3 weeks, you know? I used to watch like 2 or 3 every single day. TV, like I've been sort of like slow on so many things, like, but this episode, like I was so enthralled and like I said, like I was just passionate, like because you can tell the passion that's put into this episode. It felt like a Game of Thrones vibe that I haven't felt since like season 7, you know, maybe even like season 5. Like this was such a perfect episode in my eyes, and now we know the truth about why season 8 was the way it was. And you can just tell that this show has a lot more care, you know, in it than those seasons did. You know, George R. R. Martin, the author of the books, came out and said that after season 5, he wasn't really even talked about with the later seasons. Like, they didn't even come to him for advice or all this other stuff. Like, he came up with the ideas and the characters, but after season 5, they didn't really include him that much in everything. But with this show, you can, like, not even that, you can tell, like, we know that he was on set through so much of it. Like, he was such a big part of it. And I think that's why we feel that Game of Thrones passion and vibe in this episode so clearly. It was like beautiful to see. So the things I love the episode, the score is absolutely fantastic. It's nostalgic. It was beautiful. It was different, but also more the same. Absolutely love that. Like I said, just the vibe and the feel of Game of Thrones. You can just tell it's so vibrant in this episode. Like it feels like Game of Thrones, which is like, I've been waiting for so many years to feel that again, and to actually feel it was amazing. The characters are amazing. Viserys as the king, I think he was my favorite character in the first episode. A lot of people love Rhaenyra, is that how you say her name? Which is, you know, I can clearly see why. I think everything with Viserys though, and like even his own perspective on the heir and his wife and his kid, and like being the ruler and having his brother by his side, and him knowing that Daemon is like a bad person, but it's also his blood, so he wants him like close to him. Like I love everything with Viserys and how like he is a very complex character and a complex king, which I love. Daemon is also very complicated. He's like the Jaime Lannister of this show. It seems like he's like, you know, the bad guy brother. I think he did a great job. Even the actor was so good playing that character. You know, the voice is like one of those like, you know, King Joffrey voices where it's like he tries to be intimidating, but he sounds a little bit weak. So he probably has like a lot going on in his head and wants to like be an asshole on purpose because he's hiding a lot of like trauma or like something going on there. I don't think he's really pure evil. I think he just wants the crown and will do anything to sort of like get to it, which is a lot of, you know, evil characters' motives. Rhaenyra seems really interesting. I'm super excited to see like what they do with that character, because she also seems complex. When she said Dracarys at the very end there, it was awesome. I was so happy to see that. And yeah, so now a little bit of spoiler talk, just because now I want to talk deeply about what I actually loved about it. This first episode gave you not too much. It gave you so much. Everything with like finding out who the heir was going to be, him thinking it's going to be a son, us not knowing if it's going to be a son or a daughter. All of a sudden the birth happens during like the big tournament, which the tournament was sick. I loved seeing that tournament again. Really felt like season 1 vibes of Game of Thrones. And then Viserys obviously losing his wife. We think the baby survived. The baby didn't survive. Now it's like, holy shit, Daemon's just going to be the heir. Then he names the daughter Rhaenyra as the heir. That whole speech in like the catacombs of the dragons, when he tells her that, like, so they knew that a winter is coming. Even, I guess every king always knew, and they were sort of hiding it from everyone. And they said that a Targaryen will sit on the throne during that time, or like they need a Targaryen to sit on the throne during that time. And it's like, it's pretty much, that was like telling us like, that's the Game of Thrones prophecy, right? And they knew that it was coming, but they probably think it's gonna be sooner now, because there's like a girl Targaryen on the throne. I need to rewatch it again, but it reminded me of like Ned Stark and Lyanna Stark when he told her the secret of Jon Snow and everything, and like he had to keep that secret. Now Rhaenyra has to keep this whole big, winter is coming secret as well. I loved how the Iron Throne looked, all the spikes, everything like that. I love seeing like all these different other houses sporadically being sprinkled in this episode, like seeing the Baratheon, seeing the Stark at the end. It was cool. It made the whole, everything feel so connected in this really great way. So, just the very beginning blew me away. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we first see Rhaenyra riding the dragon through King's Landing with the music and everything, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I thought the episode was shocking as well, like thrilling. It was perfect. So my rating for it's a 5 out of 5, and I give out 5 out of 5 episodes very sporadically. I'm trying to do it a little bit more when I think it really deserves it, and I really do think this deserves it. It really captured that feel that I've been wanting to have for so long. So I'm ready now to just keep it going. I wish right after it ended, I wish I could have seen more, but I do like the weekly releases because it's able to. It's easier to digest for everyone, because all these other shows like Stranger Things, like people will watch like in one weekend and then boom, that's it. We don't really talk about it that much, unless there's some meme thing like the Chrissy wake up thing and people drag it out. But with this, it's like we can really talk about like on a weekly basis for like the whole month or however long it's going to be. So those are just my thoughts on House of the Dragon episode 1. A little bit of a late video, but like I said, I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I just started school up again, doing work now, got all these other stuff going on. But I don't want YouTube or even TikTok now to take a back seat in my life. It really was something that I miss, and I'm happy that House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones was able to like rekindle my passion for everything. So I hope to see you guys again soon. For other videos, I'm gonna do Only Murders in the Building episode or series review because I missed the last one. I'm so upset that I missed it, and the finale just came out today, I think. So I'm gonna watch it, put out a video later. But I do have other things I gotta do first now with school and stuff. So, and I also watched. I don't know if any Better Call Saul fans as well, but I watched all Better Call Saul. I watched the finale live. I didn't really want to talk about it after. It was just late, and I didn't want to wake up the next morning. I was busy, whatever. But I will do like an ultimate review of Better Call Saul at some point. So keep an eye out for that. Anyone that's watched this whole way through, thank you for sticking by this. Thank you for watching this. And let me know what you think of House of the Dragon. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So please like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Please comment if you're new or not. Please subscribe if you're new. And I will see you on the next video. Have a great rest of the day.